What's going on, everybody? The three wild boys are back tonight for Cinephellas Podcast, episode 164. And I'm back with my good mates, Logan Myers and Kevin Muller. How are you boys doing tonight?
Excellent, man. How about you?
Doing good. It's an off week for football, but we have plenty of movies and shows to talk about this week. And then next week, being the Super Bowl, we'll have some movie trailers, hopefully, to talk about too. What are you guys expecting to see for movie trailers during the Super Bowl? Sylvester Stallone movie?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm hoping they drop a Deadpool 3 trailer during the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's the one, I haven't seen any footage, a lot of pictures, but that's the one I'm really hoping for in Beetlejuice.
Oh, I didn't think about Beetlejuice because I was researching, and okay.
Yeah, I remember the other day I asked them, like, when are they going to drop it? You're like, the Super Bowl, probably, Kev. You said that. Yeah, you said that. So that's why I brought it up, because I didn't know.
You had that thought before. We saw it in the group text. Yeah, I'd love to see some footage on that. I'm intrigued. See if it's going to look like the old one, at least. See if he's going to be able to stay away from CGI.
I have a feeling he's going to dive into the CGI.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's just a teaser because I don't want them to give away too much. Like if they kill off the Fox, universe about supposedly what they're going to be doing with it. I just don't want them to spoil too much. Just a tease. I want to see Wolverine. I want to see Deadpool and some gore, and that's it.
Yeah, I want. Let's see. They'll probably do Wicked, the musical. You'll probably get a first glance at that, and that's going to be a PR nightmare because Ariana Grande is. Wasn't it? Breaking up marriages and everything. Yeah,
had some issues.
Hopefully, maybe Joker 2.
Oh, I kind of forgot about that, honestly.
Yeah,
me too.
Even though we've been seeing a lot of pictures, but yeah, I could see that. Warner Brothers is going to want to spend some money. I figured Beetlejuice probably. And Joker 2 would be a good one. I think Furiosa we'll probably see.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
a little clip, maybe not like a full length teaser or a trailer or anything, but yeah, there'll be some surprises anyway, some teases.
Yeah, I hope that we do Bong Joon-ho's new movie, the guy who did Parasite, Mickey 17. So yeah, I hope that'll be a good. It's his first film in like 5 years because Parasite was 2019. Yeah,
it was supposed to be on Netflix, I think, in March, and they pushed it back. I think it was March, either March or May, and it got pushed back. So yeah, I wonder what the deal was there. Maybe they just need more time to finish it, or just looking for award season, maybe.
Yeah, one thing I'm interested to see is a glimpse of Beetlejuice, whatever the title is. Beetlejuice. Yeah, because it's almost it's been 35 years since the original came out, so it's gonna be tough to capture that whole tone and atmosphere that Burton created many years ago. I don't know. Yeah. I'm interested to see that and where they're going with that.
Yeah,
same thing.
Keaton too. Beetlejuice back in that costume with the voice and everything.
Yeah, that's gonna be. He's an older guy now too. I don't know. And then Jenna Ortega, and it's gonna be interesting to see her character, and then Winona Ryder, of course.
Do you think they'll bring back Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis?
Yeah, I mean they can have Alec Baldwin shoot somebody.
I guess he's having the manslaughter trial now.
Yeah.
So it's not over for him yet.
Who he is, Jeffrey Jones.
No.
Yeah.
No. His career and life is 6 feet under too. Yeah. Pedophilia and that doesn't go over well ever.
No. So yeah, those are the ones I'm definitely looking forward to. Who are you guys rooting for in the Super Bowl? Anybody?
Not the Chiefs.
Exactly.
Not the Chiefs.
Not the Chiefs. Yeah.
I mean,
I was hoping the Lions, but
I was hoping the Lions hard.
We were all rooting for the Lions, and that was such a disappointing game, but yeah. At this point I don't care, but if I had to choose it'd be the 49ers, even though they're the nemesis of the Seahawks. Yeah, Taylor Swift's boyfriend's team.
No shit.
This podcast has been sponsored by Taylor Swift.
Right. Exactly. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm more interested to see the trailers. That's always the best part, the commercials and stuff. So that'll be the best part.
I miss the Super Bowls of old before the internet when like the trailers like really meant something,
Yes.
Like like seeing Batman Begins for the first time.
Yeah.
You know, going back even farther than that, of course. But yeah, just before we got to see everything immediately again, right after, and even before them showing like little glimpses. So,
That's a good question. Like memorable Super Bowl commercials we remember as, kids or a few years ago. I think that'd be something to think about.
Yeah, I remember when they did Cloverfield and they're like, oh yeah, it's premiering right after the game. That was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that
awesome.
too.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think of the Roadhouse trailer?
I mean, it looks fun. It looks like a 80s action movie, but then they brought in McGregor. I'm like, he's like a leprechaun.
He's playing
like,
himself on steroids.
Yeah, he's playing himself, all coked out and everything, and over the top, and it looks fun. But that was the only questionable part for me. It was Connor's showing up, but I thought Gyllenhaal looked cool.
Like, I wonder if that headbutt that McGregor gives was scripted or he improvised that.
Yeah, I could see him just doing it on his own. I'm interested because Doug Liman's been talking about it, like saying this is my best movie, like, and he's made some good movies before, obviously. So he's saying he's given it high praise. So I'm interested in that, and I know he's boycotting it because Prime wouldn't release it in theaters, which sucks. Because I'm all for it. It looks fun. I'm not gonna pretend it's gonna be anything like the Patrick Swayze version, but just Gyllenhaal getting all jacked for it, playing a UFC fighter, and Conor being in there. It's just going to be over the top and hopefully a throwback at least to the rowdy bar scenes, the bar fights in the first movie.
Yeah, the rowdy bar fights and all the characters that showed up in the original is what made the movie great, campy as hell and fun. It's going to be hard to capture that magic again, but it looks like they're going their own direction with this. But it's still having nods to the original film.
And a couple of years ago, it was going to be Ronda Rousey before.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so I'm glad that they didn't end up doing that.
Yeah, I've actually never seen the original.
Damn, you need to watch it. You need to watch it.
You need to watch it.
Roadhouse from that Family Guy episode where Peter was kicking everything.
Right. Yeah. I always see those memes pop up and the GIFs.
Yeah, you definitely got to check it out.
Check it out, man. It's 80s over the top, and Swayze's awesome in it. Like, you buy him as that guy.
Yeah.
He's not all jacked or anything. He's just like a normal guy, but you believe him as Dalton.
He totally knocks a dude off a motorcycle and shit, and it's some crazy barn scenes, and of course all the bar fights and ridiculous.
His philosophy is like this Zen-like guy, and he has these rules, and if anybody breaks the rules, then he kind of that's when basically. But it's cool. He does that kind of calmly.
Yeah, he's got some great lines in the movie. Be nice until you don't have to be nice, and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's great in that movie. And the blind guy, the musician at the bar, he's iconic in that.
Yeah, the villain's this big rich guy that owns like a huge mansion across the bay from where he's at, so he can see him. And they always have all these pool parties out there. Girls just topless out there. They're all drinking, doing coke, and the guy drives around in like a monster truck at one point. It's just he's just like this big rich asshole of the town, and it all leads up to the big scene at the end with Dalton basically versus that guy and all his henchmen. And Gazzara. Ben Gazzara. Oh, and we didn't even really talk about Sam Elliott in there as Dalton's buddy. He's great too. Yeah, it's just a fun movie.
Yeah, check it out sometime. It's worth it. Worth a watch. Yeah, so Roadhouse, the new one comes out, was it April? Prime?
March 21st.
March 21st. Holy crap. A month away. We'll definitely have to check that out and review it. That'll be a fun one. Next up, we had a 28 years later announcement. Danny Boyle and Alex Garland coming back 28 years later. Cillian Murphy producing and possibly returning. How do you guys feel about that?
I hope he does it a little small scale. I hope he doesn't use that big of a budget. And I hope the movie looks a lot more like the first one.
Yeah. Keep it kind of low budget like the first one?
Yeah. Maybe a little more money, but I don't want a grand action movie. I want small, but impactful. I think I'm trying to say,
I want a low budget A24 type movie like the first one was. Picking up all these years later. So I think it's actually 22 years in reality since the first one. And Cillian's supposed to come back to executive produce, and he might star. There hasn't been any information on that, but I know he's definitely like in as a producer, and it said he might star. So that if that's the case, that would be amazing, especially coming off Oppenheimer. His name's never been bigger, and it was the movie that launched his career, really. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. And then Danny Boyle coming back, and then Alex Garland too, knowing where his careers ended up and all his awesome work as well. And I believe that it's supposed to set up a new trilogy, is what they're saying. So they must have a cool story mapped out over 3 movies.
Yeah, that's exciting seeing that news because I remember seeing the first one in theater and I remember how impactful and great it was. And it was super low budget and like in your face and tense. And that's what I want them to go for in the new movie. The second one I liked, but I didn't love as much as the first one.
Yeah, who's the guy who got the blood in his eye? What actor was that? It's Brendan Gleeson.
Oh yeah, Brendan Gleeson, of course.
Yeah, he was good in that movie.
And yeah, he was.
I actually felt sad when he got infected by that bird blood. That was good.
Might have to throw that one up on 31 Days of Horror this year. I haven't seen them in a while. It'd be fun to revisit.
Yeah, we should revisit them before the new ones, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, those changed the zombie genre. Not a lot of people had thought of any fresh ideas. And then that one came out and it really made an impact and still being talked about today, obviously. And, more relevant than ever with the past couple of years, the pandemic and making it a virus. That's pretty scary.
I remember that scene with Killian over on the bridge in London, I believe it is, and everything's just empty. Yep. I mean, that was like scary because it's always so busy, in London, obviously, and just nobody there. The way they shot that was incredible.
He was wearing his hospital scrubs and running. Yeah, I know. And the zombies, they looked crazy too. Like they looked vicious and could move fast.
Practical.
But, yeah. It was scary. I can't wait for the new one. Yeah, I'm really excited by that news and to have all those people involved. It could have been somebody different hired and you were like, well, it's not going to be the same, but it's the same people. So I'm excited.
I have confidence in Boyle because I liked Trainspotting too.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. A worthy sequel. Yeah. Underrated.
Yes. And how the whole film was about the consequences of like their actions in the first film. I thought, so I have confidence he's going to do something cool with it.
Yeah. He's a good filmmaker. I like him. He always does something different. He did that new Sex Pistols show on FX and I loved it. Nobody talked about it.
Oh, it was good? Yeah, I heard it. I never watched it. Yeah.
Me and Miley were just talking about it. We watched it like a year ago and I never saw anything about it, like any critics talking about it. It was good. If you're a fan of the Sex Pistols.
I just picked this up, Kev. It's the Criterion 4K. It's cool. If you hold it up to a light and then turn the lights off, this outside glows, so you just see them. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Choose life. Yeah. Choose a fucking career.
Yes.
Next up, we had this week, we had casting of Supergirl in the DCU James Gunn's universe. We had Millie Alcock announced in the Supergirl role, so that should be interesting. Me and you were talking about if we casted that character, some actresses that we liked. Kev, do you have any like actresses you could think of that would be a good fit for Supergirl? I said Kiernan Shipka, and he said Anya Taylor-Joy, I believe.
Anya Taylor-Joy, I don't know. She looks like an alien, so yeah. Could she? Yeah, from Krypton. What was the other one?
Kiernan Shipka.
That's good.
We said Samara Weaving too. Was one of them.
Like she's good. Like as far as who got casted, like I'm not as excited about it. Like the main draw for the movie for me is Rachel Brosnahan. I cannot wait to see what she does with Lois Lane. But I like this girl. She was in House of Dragon, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she was good in that. So I'm willing to give her a shot. As of now, I don't have an opinion about it. I got to see it. I got to see what she does with it. But it's not.
Same here. Yeah, I don't have much of an opinion. I've only seen her in House of Dragon. I haven't seen her in anything else. So that's what I'm basing my thoughts on. But Kiernan Shipka is always my favorite. She can play a lot of different roles.
Like I'm interested to see if it's going to work, because I think the superhero stuff is starting to like fade out a little bit. You guys agree?
Yeah, for sure.
Like this is it. Like it's either going to rejuvenize it or he's going to just go down with the ship. But it's James Gunn, so I have faith.
Yeah, I don't have that excitement that I used to. Even with James Gunn now, I'm like, okay, we'll see.
He's gonna have to prove it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I liked that he's gone, relatively unknowns for the leads. That kind of, tampers your expectations and, you can, some of those cases it makes those people a star and you're like, damn. So I'm hoping, it works in its favor. She was good on House of the Dragon. I haven't seen anything outside of that. So, but she looks like she could fit the part. So let's see what happens. She'll have to work well with Corin Sweat and obviously Lois and all that, because eventually they'll all be together. I'm sure she'll probably appear in that movie, is what I'm guessing, because they said she'll probably appear in a movie before she goes to do the Supergirl movie. So yeah, but yeah, let's see what happens.
And I'm excited for Nicholas Holt as
Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor, yeah. He's a good actor. He's also an actor that can play a lot of different parts. I liked him as Beast, like the younger X-Men. I thought he was
First
good.
Class. Yeah, he was
First
good.
Class. And I loved him.
Yeah.
He was awesome in Free Road. Mad Max, yeah.
Oh yeah,
he was great. Yeah, he can do it all. I mean, they were also considering him for Superman too, I believe. So he was up for both the villain and the hero. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think he's better. He fits better as Lex Luthor. Definitely.
I think so
I think
too.
so too. Yeah.
I want to know who Perry White's going to be. Who they're going to do for that one? The editor at the Daily News.
It's the guy from Righteous Gemstones, right? It's the kid. I think. Oh no, Perry White's the older guy. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, I was thinking of Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah. What else?
Jimmy. Yeah, you're thinking of that kid from Vacation, Jimmy Olsen.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Vacation, Righteous Gemstones. That's right. Yeah, Perry. That's interesting. So Perry was Lawrence Fishburne, right? In the Snyder one? Yeah. And then I remember the show. It was the coach from the Mighty Ducks. The villain from one of the Mighty Ducks movies was Perry White in the show. Lois and whatever it was. Lois and Clark. So I don't know. Yeah. Who are they going to cast for that role? That's a good question. Somebody that James Gunn knows, because he casts all of his same people usually. So who would work in that role?
Nathan Fillion.
Well, Nathan Fillion is he's going to be the Green.
One of the Green Lantern boys.
Green Goblin.
What if he had Stallone do it?
Your deadlines.
Just make sure he doesn't have any dialogue.
Have you guys seen a lot of the old James Gunn movies, like when back in the day, like in the 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah. Romeo and Juliet. That's a crazy movie.
Yeah, or Trauma. Yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
They had some raunchy, gross films, and they're awesome.
It's Trauma. Yeah. He's kept that aesthetic in the big budget movies. That's why I like Suicide Squad. It had that weird he had in those old films. So, but I don't know if that's going to work with Superman. I hope he can step out of that comfort zone, if you want to say.
Yeah, I mean, just like Man of Steel, I thought that movie was incredible. Superman.
Yes.
Keep it in the same vein, and it'd be fine.
I don't know why a lot of people don't like that movie. I love Man of Steel.
Oh, it's one of the best.
That was
I
awesome.
thought. Yeah, we saw it together, didn't we? The theater.
I think so.
Yeah, it was great cinematic experience.
And it didn't bother you the way they killed Pa Kent in that one?
I don't even remember how he got killed. Then like a house fall on him or something.
No, he's in the tornado saving people off the highway.
Yeah, tornado. He was
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
like don't
kind
do
of.
it.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know if I like that or not, but I liked Costner as Pa Kent. That was cool.
Yes.
It should be interesting. The DCU. I don't know. It's been shit, but hopefully with Gunn at the head there, they can go in a better direction and rejuvenate it.
I still haven't seen Blue Beetle. I got to see that still.
That was pretty good. I liked it.
Okay.
It'll be nice that there's a break before we get that. Like let people recharge, same thing, not as many Marvels. Deadpool 3 is the only one. So yeah, everybody take a little break and then hopefully next year they can nail it with Supergirl or Superman.
Next question up, we're talking about Carl Weathers passed away this week. The man, the myth, the legend. Rest in peace.
I'm sad. Sucks. He was awesome. He was in a lot of commercials lately too. I was just talking to my brother about how I saw him with Gronkowski and a couple like FanDuel commercials.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Did a big campaign, but man, his movies growing up, his 80s movies, Predator, obviously, Apollo Creed and the Rocky movies. Come on, one of the best characters ever he created there. the perfect foe for Rocky. There was no Rocky without Apollo, and yeah, Carl Weathers was amazing in those movies. Happy Gilmore, Chubbs.
Chubbs.
I love what they do with little Nicky when they bring him back in, and he's the instructor in heaven. And that's
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
all in the hips.
It's all in the hips.
Oh man, Happy Gilmore, one of Sandler's best, and yeah, Chubbs. That's one I think about when growing up as a kid, watching Happy Gilmore all the time. Yeah, he was fantastic. Eleanor Grief Karga and The Mandalorian. As of late,
Yeah.
I thought he was awesome in that show. I loved his character with the kid and Baby Yoda. I mean, and the Mando going on these different adventures together. Yeah, he was awesome.
I wish that he would have had a chance to play that role on the big screen, which is probably where it was headed.
Yeah.
So it sucks that we're not going to get that. He deserved another big movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That was coming out soon. So I'm sure he probably was involved with that, and
Yeah.
sucks. The Shake, him and Arnold, the
Yeah.
bulging biceps. I mean, those guys were jacked back into the day, man. Yeah, he was
Action Jackson.
Yeah, we were just talking about this. Me and Uncle Henry here. We're talking about the Oscars and some predictions, but we didn't talk, to Kevin about this. So interested to hear Kev's thoughts on the Oscars. Who's going to be bringing home some awards?
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I think Oppenheimer's going to get Best Picture. I want Paul Giamatti because, he's a great actor, but I think they're going to give it to Murphy. I'm happy that Emily Blunt was nominated. I love that performance. I know some people didn't like that performance. She's not going to win, but I'm happy it got noticed. And it's the first one too, which is insane. I thought she was nominated for something else. What else? The one award I like, Best Actress. It's either going to be Emma Stone or Gladstone, but I love Sandra Hüller in The Anatomy of the Fall. Do you guys watch that yet?
Haven't seen it yet.
Awesome movie.
It's awesome. Yeah.
I watched it last week when I was doing the Regents with the kids, and I thought it's a great courtroom drama, and she's amazing in it. She's also in The Zone of Interest, which I didn't care for, but she's good in that. But I did not care for that movie at all. So, do you guys see that one yet?
Yeah, I started it. It's okay. It's really slow.
Yes, and like the whole thing with the sounds that loses its luster like a half an hour in. And
yeah,
they're not interesting. The characters in that movie are not interesting.
I just feel like I've seen it before. It was nothing.
Yeah.
New.
Yeah. But, I think it's good. Yeah, Oppenheimer. It's gonna be great. Nolan's gonna win Best Director.
Did you watch our video, our predictions?
Not yet. No.
Okay. Basically, it was Oppenheimer across the board.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer, a few Killers of the Flower Moon, and then the Giamatti movie too. Was another one we picked for a few. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holdovers.
Yeah. I picked that lady to win Best Supporting.
What's her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. She was great in that.
Yeah. But part of me maybe thinks they may give it to Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I like that. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, oh yeah, she's all. Yeah, I forget that she's still in there. And then Emma Stone, everybody's talking about her too. So yeah, there's some big competition. I think it's gonna go to what's her name, Lily.
Well, yeah, Gladstone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think Emma Stone's is better. I like Lily Gladstone, but I loved Emma Stone in Poor Things, even though that movie was a little long. Like she was incredible. Like the movements, the everything.
That's one movie we haven't seen yet. We've been dying to see Poor
really?
Things. Yeah,
it's not played. Yeah,
it hasn't played around here, so we haven't seen it.
Okay. Yeah, it's good. Like Mark Ruffalo is really good in it. Visually, it's beautiful. I think that's going to win production design because it was like a fairy tale come to life.
It looked like a Tim Burton movie when I saw the trailer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Going down the categories here. Yeah, it's just like Oppenheimer across the board.
Right.
Nolan, I mean, Christopher Nolan's got to bring it home this year directing.
Yes.
That's what we're all in agreement there. That's Best Picture, Best Director.
I don't know. Outside of Lily Gladstone, I think Flower Moon may get shut out. I don't think it's going to win that much.
Sad to say, but yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, same here. I think it's only going to be her if she does get it. Otherwise, it'll be Emma Stone. But I'm going for Lily Gladstone for that.
Online was upset because Margot Robbie didn't get nominated and Greta Gerwig didn't get nominated. And I'm like, the movie made like over $1 billion.
I mean, yeah, I think it's bullshit. Yeah, I think Margot Robbie should have been nominated. Same with Greta Gerwig. I mean, that was one of the best pictures of the year for sure. Visually stimulating, and it should have been nominated. They should have been added to that. Margot Robbie, they worked hand in hand in that movie, and she was great.
Yeah, I would have figured that all of them, everybody involved would have got nominated. Win? No, I don't think it's probably winning anything, but yeah, it should have been nominated for sure. I think so. Greta Gerwig's awesome. I mean, this is only gonna increase her stock. She's gonna do some amazing movies after this. So
yeah, and it's different. All her movies are different, and she still does it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Lady Bird.
She got killed in House of the Devil.
Yeah. Yeah.
She had a small part in like a horror movie.
In the cemetery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Little Women.
Little Women. Yeah.
She does, a bunch of big ass movies. She's awesome. Great director.
And she's doing some Narnia movie next, I guess.
Yeah, I was reading about that.
I think, or the streaming platform.
Was she a better director than Nolan? No. But no, she should be in that category.
Yeah, they should have got nominated. A big year though for a lot of films, so it's just crowded too. So
yeah, looking at the list here, we watched 90% of them, so it's pretty good. Even some the the categories we didn't talk about are like the foreign films. We didn't see any of those. I've never even heard of most of those. And then I think there's a documentary one too that we didn't talk about.
There's one on Netflix that I was looking at, Logan, that I know that you'd enjoy from the looks of it. It's like about a vampire. I can't remember what it's called here. Let me find it. El Conde. At 250 years old, vampire Augusto Pinochet has lost his lust for life until a nun with a hidden agenda arrives and all hell breaks loose. The Oscar nominee.
Oh, I thought Juno Temple was incredible in Fargo. I know you guys reviewed that. Yeah.
She was. Yeah.
She was so good. Her and Ham. I mean,
Ham was awesome.
So good.
So on that show.
He was scary in that show, and I loved it.
Yeah, he was. He really was. He played that character so well. Jeez, he held nothing back. Like when he had to smack his wife on the show, it looked real. Yeah, he was a big piece of trash on the show.
Right-winged old country boy.
Ultra. Yeah. They really played that up.
Yeah, he was damn good. As we said in many podcasts, that John Hamm can play so many different roles, but
so good.
One of the best villains to come out of Fargo for sure.
The guy from season 3, Varga, David Thewlis, the guy with the bad teeth.
Yeah.
He was so good at them.
We were talking about Pumpkinhead in the last season, the pumpkin haircut, whatever that guy's name was.
Yeah.
He was like, what the fuck?
And it's not stopping, Noah Holloway said that he has plenty of stories. He has no intent to stop. And it's great. Keep
That's
giving
awesome.
support.
Anytime I see that guy's name, I'm going to be watching it. He's an incredible storyteller.
I'm excited for his Alien series too.
Yes, I'm so excited.
I know, so excited. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
She's bringing in that one guy from Fargo into that series.
Which one?
Dot's husband, that geeky Minnesota guy.
Oh, hey, come on in and have a glass of juice.
Hey, gee golly, would you like an orange soda, Dot?
Exactly. Yeah.
Orange soda. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, the gaming stuff. So each year, PlayStation does the state of play throughout the year, beginning, middle, like in the summer of gaming. They'll drop a bunch of new trailers and big releases, news coming out, announcements, stuff like that. PlayStation just announced Silent Hill 2 remake, and then they dropped a brand new game called Silent Hill: The Short Message that I downloaded. It's pretty cool. It takes about 2 or 3 hours to play through. It's a short game, but it's more or less like a spin-off about this girl in Germany. She's looking for her friend that's lost, and she's in this building, and she's talking to her friend, and you find out her friend's dead. And that's only the part I've gotten through in the game thus far. But she thinks her friend's alive, but she finds out she's dead. So yeah, it's some big news. I love Silent Hill. They put out so many games since the first PlayStation. Doing a remake, the graphics are obviously going to be 1,000 times better. on
Yeah.
PlayStation 5. So I'm really excited for that. The first 4 Silent Hill games were the best. And they kind of lost the momentum.
Oh, The Room, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that game was crazy.
Yeah. That was like the last good one. They had a bunch of not so good ones.
Homecoming sucked. Downpour wasn't that good.
Yeah. They had all the spin-off games and
I think they had one on like PlayStation Vita too.
mm-hmm.
Handheld PlayStation. I don't remember what it was called, but I remember. Yeah, it wasn't that good.
Yeah. But Silent Hill 2 remake looks pretty cool. Looks like a game I'll be playing. They're always fun.
In the dark, with the headphones on.
Yep. Things pop out at you as you turn. Like, oh!
With the Apple Pro Vision on, like Doug
Yeah.
Allen.
Beep,
Have you seen people wearing those in New York, Kev? The Apple Vision Pros?
No, I haven't seen it in person. I've seen pictures on like the internet and Snapchat,
Yeah.
Instagram. I'm like, why would you? I would never walk outside with that.
Me and Logan were sharing some videos of people like walking out in traffic with it and like stopping and going like this. Like, and like
yeah. It's like fucking
Yeah.
Tony Stark over there.
Yeah, with these huge goggles on too.
It's like, hey,
yeah.
please beat me up and rob me because
Yeah,
these are going for $3,000.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You guys ever watch the PT? The thing that they did on PlayStation 4 like 10 years ago? It all takes place in a hallway. And you go
No.
through. Watch that after we're done with podcasts. I'll send you the link. It's awesome. I wish
Yeah.
that game became something. Henry, you saw it or no?
No.
I'll send you guys. It's cool though.
I remember like when I first got into gaming, it was all about Silent Hill and Resident Evil. Like 2 games and just horror that just brought fear into your home, playing these video games. And Silent Hill has always been one of those franchises that scares the shit out of you, like throughout the years. So I'm excited for the new game. It's gonna be fun.
I downloaded that free game, the Silent Hill one that they released. What was it called? The something
Short message.
Silent. Oh, the short message. Yep. Quick download. I think it's like 20 gigs.
Yeah.
And it's free for everybody that has a PlayStation Network account.
Yeah, I've come across the Ghost so far. It's pretty cool. I'll leave it at that.
Cool.
So check it out. Yeah, it's a quick one. Maybe you'll get some trophies if you play through it. So I plan on finishing it this week. Maybe we can share our thoughts, like quick video or something about it. And
good idea.
Anticipation for the remake coming out.
I also just updated Last of Us 2 on my PS5. It's $10 if you have the PS4 version to update it. So I did. I was like, I need to finish it anyway. I'm like 8 hours into the game. I haven't played through, so I'm like, I might as well do it on the PS5 with a little bit better graphics.
Yeah.
So I was excited about that. And of course, figuring out the story and knowing what the blueprint is for the TV show is going to be. I'm interested in playing through it and learning what's to come, basically.
What do you think of Caitlin Dever as Abby?
She was one of my picks for playing Ellie. Yeah. So I'm excited she's aboard and we'll see. She doesn't really look like this new character, but she can act her ass off. So I think that she'll pull it off.
She needs to bulk up a little bit, start lifting the arms. Abby's big. Caitlin Dever's an incredible actress, and I think she's going to knock it out of the park.
I've thought she was awesome ever since I saw her on Justified. I think was the first show that she popped up on. I was like, wow, there's somebody to keep your eyes on in the next few years. She was great on that show. So I'm looking forward to it. And they just cast Catherine O'Hara in season 2. So that's more Catherine O'Hara is great. She's amazing. Loved her and everything she does. So she's an Argyle too, right, Kev?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't say anything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
I can't wait you guys watch it so we can actually talk about it next time.
Yeah, all I can say is I'm excited for Sam Rockwell. He's one of my favorite actors, and I saw the part in the trailer with him in it.
Yeah. Are you guys cat people?
No.
Nope. Henry?
I have a cat. Yeah.
Yeah. Add a half a star to whatever you give it if you're a cat person. It's a very pro cat movie. What about underrated consoles? What do you guys think of that one?
Ooh, that's an easy one for me. It's always a Nintendo. I always feel they're underrated. Wii and Switch. I've had the Switch for like 4 or 5 years, and I love it. It's so much fun.
Yeah. How about you, Henry?
My son just got the Switch, so I'm gonna have to agree and say the Switch. We've been having fun on it. You can hook it up to a dock and put it up on your TV. It's just like having a console, or if you're in the back seat of the car or doing whatever, you can grab it on the go. And the graphics are cool, the games are fun, and now you can download them wirelessly. I mean, you can get whatever you want. So yeah, plus all the most of the classic games too.
How long was the battery last?
Long time. It lasts throughout most of the day, from what I've seen. From when my
Yeah,
son's
I'd
been
say
playing.
about 8 hours.
8 hours
Last-
probably if you're playing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. My kid plays all the time, and it'll last all day. I'll plug it in at night. So yeah, the battery life's good. You can dock it on the TV. You have a little docking station. Just put it on there, play it like that. Use a
Yeah.
controller. Yeah, it's a fun console for the entire family or group of friends. It's fun. The games are easy.
It's cartridge or a disc?
It's like a little SD card you put in,
Okay.
or you can download it digitally from the store.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the last Nintendo console I had was GameCube.
GameCube. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. Been a while.
yeah, because I got it for Resident Evil 4. It was just
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah.
We got it right around the time I had surgery, so I was out of work for a month. So I just played the Switch all day. Played Animal Crossing. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun console.
It's fun, and it's like a Wii too. You can get like Wii Sports. You can like golf. Like you just hold the little controller and it senses you, and you can bowl.
That's
fun.
cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with remember Dreamcast?
Yeah,
I thought Dreamcast was
Yeah.
a fun system.
that was one I didn't know too much about. My friend had one. I think I played it a few times, but I don't remember the games.
Yeah, what I liked about it was it had the 4 ports with the controllers. It had a screen in the middle where you can like it would interact with you, which is pretty cool. And I love Power Stone. You guys ever play Power Stone?
I don't think so.
It's
No.
a fighting game when it's like 4 people on the screen at once, and it's parkour fighting. Like you can flip off like rails, you can jump off walls, and
Oh, cool.
yeah,
That's
Sounds
cool.
awesome.
of course Resident Evil Code Veronica was on there too. That was where it originated.
Ooh, yeah, Code Veronica. That game is incredible. It's one of my favorites.
They should remake that one.
They should. That's one of the best games in the franchise.
Yeah, I love that game. Leonardo DiCaprio, the guy Steve, I remember looked like Leo.
Yeah, because it came out around the time Leo was, big hot stud.
Yeah, he had the floppy hair. I remember like Leo used to
The
have.
'90s hair. Yeah.
Mhm. Underrated consoles. My buddy had a Sega CD back in the day, and I remember it being like the first kind of disc games, game system that I've ever played. It was pretty cool. They had some cool, like, I can't remember what game it was, but I remember it had Soundgarden on it, and it was really cool. I think it was like a racing game. But yeah, nobody else that I knew had a Sega CD. He was like the only guy that had one. Yeah. I had a Sega Nomad, which was basically the Sega Genesis on the go. You could just put the Sega Genesis cartridge on the top of it, and you had to put 6 AA batteries on the back, and it would last like 2 hours.
Oh my god, yeah. God,
Yeah.
It was so big.
I remember I asked for it one year. Yeah, it was huge. Big square thing. I asked for it for Christmas one year, and I remember right after getting it, we went on vacation and I got to play. And I remember I asked my dad, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna need a bunch of batteries. So he got me like a brick of batteries. But yeah, I was playing NBA Live 95. I remember was one of the games I was playing a lot at that time.
I remember playing Predator 2 on that thing. It was like an overhead.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That was cool. Sonic was good on that.
Yep.
And I love this Sega. I played that just as much as the NES.
Mm-hmm.
It was such a fun console. I wouldn't say it was underrated. It was super
No.
popular, but
Right.
I love that. That was one of my favorite consoles back then. NBA Jam. I played that Jurassic Park game. There was an Aladdin game I used to play on that.
Mm-hmm.
Mortal Kombat, obviously. So many great ones.
Had the good fatalities for Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Yep. Mortal Kombat 2.
On Super Nintendo.
The blood code.
Yes.
Right, left, right.
again, back before the internet, when cheat codes, you go to the grocery store and like look in the back of the magazine, like whatever the gaming code books were, the magazines with the codes
Yeah.
in them.
Yep.
You would call too. They had the number.
Yeah, you can call.
That's right. Yeah.
I never actually called it.
They kind of dived into that in the Wizard movie for Nintendo when they're getting ready to go to the competition. They call the Nintendo company and like, what are the codes?
Mhm.
Same thing. Different times back then.
Remember like the Game Genie thing that you could like plug in?
Yes. Yes.
I remember the Sonic game with Knuckles, and you were
Mhm.
able to like, it had like a cover on it, and you open the cover on the top of the game, and you put
Yep.
Sonic 2 in there. Like I think Knuckles was then put into that game.
Yeah.
He wasn't in originally. Yeah, that was cool. Earthworm Jim was good. Oh, this Toki. You ever play Toki? Spitting Ape.
Uh-uh.
Oh,
No.
that was a good game. Yeah,
Was it?
yeah. You would just spit like fire or whatever you picked up, like spit ice. It's cool.
Oh, cool. I remember I had Lethal Enforcers for Sega. I think I've already brought this up on a podcast before, but it came with the guns. You'd plug your gun into the Sega and it would like, track the movement on there
Yeah.
on the screen. And like you'd have like bad guys come out with a hostage and you'd have to only shoot them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of like one of the first cool teenage, and older shooting games. There's like 1 and 2. There might have been a third one, but I remember having the first 2.
I still feel when I was going to the arcade, I used to go. I used to like dual wield the two guns.
Yeah.
Double
Oh
the,
yeah.
double the pay.
Yep.
But what about the biggest fumble, in your opinion?
Biggest fumbles in gaming?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if this is considered, but the release of the Microsoft Xbox One is like a big marketing fail. I didn't even know about it when it was released.
Yeah. What year was that released? Forgot.
Maybe a few years ago.
Years ago.
Around the time PlayStation came out. PlayStation 5 came out, Xbox One. I didn't even know about it. Like I keep up with gaming stuff and I'm like, oh, there's a new Xbox out. Like I didn't see anything about it. Like it's just really bad marketing.
Yeah, there was a game there. It's coming out. It's called Avowed. That looked pretty good. It looks like Elder Scrolls.
Mhm.
First person, like it's like medieval. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I love games like that. Those are fun.
Yeah, but they don't really have a strong franchise. Like PlayStation has a bunch of like franchises. Like Xbox has what, Halo and Call
Yeah.
of Duty. But Call of Duty's not exclusive to Xbox though, right?
They got
No.
They got Starfield now.
That was good.
Bethesda, you can only play that on Xbox and PC.
Okay.
But yeah, that game's awesome from what I've seen of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all they have, where PlayStation has all the PlayStation exclusives, Last of Us, God of War, list goes on and on compared to Xbox. But Xbox has the Game Pass, much like PlayStation has, where you can download the games with the membership.
Yeah, I'm definitely a PlayStation guy here. Never been an Xbox guy.
Same.
Yeah, I have both, but I like PlayStation better.
Yeah,
I mean,
feels more fun. I like the controllers better.
Yeah, me too. The games as well
Mm-hmm.
are more fun. I said I played the Xbox One on Christmas. It was pretty cool. I played Starfield for a little bit just to get a feel for it. It felt like Alien, the movie. Like you're going, you're up in space at, like getting off the ship somewhere on this planet. I don't know. That's what it felt like. So yeah, it's from Bethesda.
You can go anywhere on the planet?
From what I saw, I didn't play much, but yeah, that's what it looked like.
Awesome. They need another Fallout or Elder Scrolls. I like both those games.
Yeah, they did Fallout and they did Skyrim too, didn't they?
Yeah, but Resident Evil 6, that's a fumble for me.
I remember it sucking.
Not as much as the old ones. No.
Yeah, too actiony. I remember.
Biohazard, that one was pretty cool. And then there was another one after that that was pretty dope.
The Village, yeah.
The Village. Yeah, that was cool. So yeah, the number 6 was like, no. Fumbled for sure. What about you, Spolt?
I'm trying to think. A bad release. I don't know. Some of the Fallen Order Star Wars game was really buggy. and even in the new one had bugs at the launch. I just feel like sometimes they put out those games too fast, and then you're waiting months after for like patches to come out still, and it being really glitchy and there being performance issues.
So it's not my PlayStation because I'm playing Fallen Order. I'm almost done with it, and that game is really buggy.
It's buggy. Yeah. They never quite got it all smoothed out.
You'll be like on the falling off the side, but you're still walking.
Yeah.
Like you're. I noticed that. Yeah, in the new game too, and it kind of annoyed me because it was so buggy. It was like took me out of the game, so I didn't play it after that for a while till they release updates. But yeah, I'm like, why don't just test it, make sure it's working before we release it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there were certain parts of that game where I would see the enemies in the far distance, and they wouldn't be like holding a lightsaber; they'd just be staying like that. But once you get up to them, they're like they glitch out.
Yeah.
Glitch out, and then they start fighting. But like if you see, it's just funny from like far; they're just like stiff, like I mean, that looks so weird.
Yeah,
it's a cool game though. I like it.
Yeah, it is. We just wish they would have worked out the bugs a little better.
Well, it's just like EA. That's what they're known for, putting out buggy ass games. Every game they put out.
The microtransactions, right? That's EA.
Like yeah. Oh, they got all the sports games and shit like that. I remember all the MLB games are always buggy.
I don't know if this was like dropping the ball, but the way Grand Theft Auto, Rockstar Games got hacked and like had all the Grand Theft Auto information leak. What was it, last year or 2 years ago?
Yeah.
It was last year.
That was a big, the biggest breach, I guess, in game history. Caused a lot of problems, which I don't really think it's going to affect it. It's going to make so much money. They're going to offset whatever they lost. You know, if anything, it was kind of marketing, you could say. It's, you know, somebody trying to pull a heist on them, but in the end, they're going to make, you know, more money than anybody knows what to do with. So.
Do you know anybody that actually plays mobile games like on your phone besides kids?
No.
Not too many, no.
I just wondered that. I'm like, I don't know anybody that really plays them.
I know. I wouldn't want to. Yeah, no.
I'm like, it's too small of a screen for me personally. I'm like,
yeah,
you know, it's like a big TV or something. Maybe because I'm blind.
I already look at my phone too much without the video games. Last thing I need is to get addicted to video games on the phone too.
Yeah, exactly. I already spend enough time on them. Berating each other.
Exactly.
But yeah, there's some big fumbles. You guys got any other ones you can think of?
I don't play the game, but I remember a few years ago, was it the World of Warcraft? They released like a mobile version, and people were waiting for like a new game. And I remember there's one guy actually in the audience got up, an audience member, is like, he asked the developer straight out, was like, "Is this a joke? This is what you're working on?"
Yeah, that one that I was just thinking the big fumble was the day before game that came out last year. It was released and the company went under the day after it was released and pulled the game. Shut down all the servers and stuff. Yeah, the day before was like probably one of the biggest disasters I remember. And that was just recent.
And that new game, the Rocksteady Batman game, was Suicide Squad. That game does a little better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They postponed it and I saw some of the reviews. Not good at all.
Yeah, I saw the reviews like 3 and 4 out of 10.
Yeah, a game called Dark Sector. It was on Xbox 360. And it moved like Gears of War. But you had a boomerang. You can control the boomerang once you throw it. It goes like first person the boomerang. You can like nail like 10 enemies at once if you're good at it.
Huh. That's cool. Underrated games.
Yeah.
One that comes to mind, one of my favorite on the Switch, Luigi's Mansion 3. I was telling Uncle Henry about recently. I love the shit out of that game. I played through it maybe in a week. You know, it's at a haunted mansion. He's trying to find Mario and his friends, and he's sucking up ghosts and things like that. And
they have an arcade version of that game. I played it in Florida.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah.
They're supposed to have another game coming out soon, this year or next, for Luigi's Mansion. But it's got like the haunted mansion vibe to it, and it's just a fun game all around.
I don't know. I feel like Horizon Forbidden West was like a huge game, but it didn't get talked about enough. I don't know. Maybe for me, just like what they're able to do with that game, like visually, it was astonishing.
Yeah, the game's awesome.
But I don't know if that's underrated. I don't know. I haven't got to game as much in the past 10 years as I did earlier on. So I haven't really been able to keep up with a lot.
Just recently played It Takes Two. It's a co-op game on PlayStation.
Oh, I've seen that. How is that? Good?
Yeah, it was really fun, visually stunning, and it had a good story to it about parents getting divorced and the daughter that's all messed up over the divorce. They have to basically go through falling back in love, and you go through this game of them that trying to rekindle their relationship, the husband and wife, and it's a co-op game and it's fun. A lot of puzzles, much like Sackboy or any of those types of games. But yeah, a lot of people weren't talking about it. It was free on PlayStation, so we played it in a few weeks, beat the game.
Who'd you play with, your son?
Wife, Miss Male. Yeah, she played it. She likes those types of games that we can both play.
Yeah, teamwork.
Teamwork. Yeah.
I need to
That's
download that. That'd be fun to play.
Yeah, it's not super complicated. You figure it out pretty quickly. You don't get stuck. It's just fun. And the story's cool.
Are you guys into Final Fantasy or no?
No.
Oh, I can't wait for that game. Second part of the remake.
What are they remaking? Which game?
Oh, so in 2020 they did Final Fantasy 7.
Mm-hmm.
And they're splitting into a trilogy. So the second part of the trilogy is coming out on February 29th.
Oh wow.
That was one of my favorite games growing up on PlayStation. I played that game through 10 times or more.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know much about it.
Oh, really? Oh, so
really?
It's incredible in that game.
What's the story, real quick?
Yeah, just quickly, you are part of a terrorist organization, and you're trying to take down a big corporation that's sucking the life from the planet. And the more involved in the story, and the further down it goes, you run into like someone you thought was dead, but they have become powerful by the use of like magic in the world. What the corporation is sucking out of the planet is slowly dying. And, there's history between you and the person that you thought was dead, but now is back and as powerful as ever. It's a good game, good open world game, very cinematic for the time in '97. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know it's a massive game. People love it. I just haven't played it.
Yeah, that's my answer for the biggest fall off, because I don't like the new ones. Like Final Fantasy 16, like it's become too actiony. Like the old ones is all strategy. You got to like figure out what to do when it's your turn. It's turn based. What about female protagonists?
Ellie, Last of Us is one.
Yeah,
comes to mind.
Pops up.
I love her character in both those games. Her arc, it's really well done.
I love from Resident Evil 5, Sheva.
I know.
She should come back. I don't know why they haven't brought her back into the series. She was a great character. That was the one that took place in Africa.
Another one that comes to mind, you guys were talking about Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah.
Main character.
Aloy, yeah. Great character.
Yeah.
Aloy. Oh, yeah.
Lara Croft, Tomb Raider.
Obviously, Street Fighter, Chun-Li in that game. The female protagonists were memorable in that. Even in Mortal Kombat, like Katana and Mylena.
Diva.
Yeah. Sonya Blade, obviously. Even those are fighting games. The female characters stood out to me in those.
The Bug. Deborah. I like Deborah.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, she was a good character.
Yeah, so I guess lately I'd have to say, yeah, Aloy. Is it Eloy or Aloy? I can't even remember. Yeah. What an awesome character. And that franchise will be continuing too. It went on to VR and then there'll be another game.
And they're gonna make a show of it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Who are they gonna get for that?
The redhead from Game of Thrones.
From Game of Thrones.
Snows. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bruce Leslie, I think his name is. Yeah.
Perfect
exactly
casting.
Yeah.
Are you guys enjoying True Detective so far?
Oh hell yes.
Sorry,
I'm gonna watch it after we're done here. Yeah, I'm excited for it every Sunday. HBO has Sunday night show, and it's been incredible so far. A lot of mystery, a lot of horror, a lot of suspense. Yeah, it's been really great so far, and I love seeing Jodie Foster back in the kind of the horror suspense genre. Since Silence of the Lambs.
You know what? I missed in the first episode the connection to one. Like I didn't realize that the guy that they're seeing out in the cold that appeared, that's Russ Cole's dad.
Yeah.
From the first one. For some reason that didn't click for me. because I was looking to see how it was connected. Obviously, the symbol too.
Yeah, the spiral
So-
thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm all in too. I know. I can't wait to see what happens. Keeps
That's
getting
true.
more intriguing.
She good? Jodie Foster? She's good in this?
She's great. Yeah. She's doing awesome. Yep.
I want to see her in more roles like this. Like, I think she's always really great.
Mhm.
Like the detective cop role. She's kind of a tough hard ass in this season
Yeah.
too.
She's really small compared to the other girl, and like she still like will hold her own.
Yeah.
Just like doesn't take shit. It's pretty cool. Hawks
Yeah,
is in it. Is it John Hawks?
Oh,
The
he's in
actor.
it? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
Isn't it?
But Saul Star
From Deadwood.
from Deadwood. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I'm 5 episodes into Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I like it. It's different.
I've seen a lot of advertisements for it. Is it more action packed or like
There's action, but it's mainly about them two.
How are they good together?
Yes, they're very good
Oh,
together.
good.
They're good individually and together. And the guy who did Atlanta, he directed the first few episodes, and it's the same feel.
Nice.
A lot of cameos too. A lot of cameos in that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't spoil it, but yeah, it's 8 episodes, and I just finished 5 before.
Yeah, we just finished The Crown like maybe last month. 6 seasons of that. It was incredible. Netflix.
Good?
Yeah, it was really good. Really great ending too. And then we've been watching Suits, which has been pretty good so far. We're on season 4 of 9. So about halfway through it. And yeah, we're having fun with it.
Yeah, my dad used to watch that show when it was on USA, and I watched it with him. I like that show. It's cool.
It's such a soap opera
Oh yeah, of course.
USA Network show, like I consider like a Walmart version of Mad Men. Like it's the same kind of characters. You know, you have like a Pete character and a Peggy character, but they're lawyers and it's a shady law firm and they're shady individuals. But yeah, it's entertaining. The main actor in the show, he's the guy that plays Harvey Specter. His dad was a big actor in the 80s, and his dad was in the Monster Squad movie. So I thought that was interesting.
Well, who do you play in Monster Squad?
The dad, the cop.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
So the actor in Suits, his real life dad is that guy from Monster Squad, and that guy shows up in Suits like as a small part.
The main guy, Gabriel Mock.
Yeah, Gabriel. Yeah, his dad is Stephen Mock.
Okay.
Yep, but he's really good. Harvey Specter, Gabriel, he's a really good actor in that show. He's like your cliche scummy lawyer you would imagine from New York, Manhattan, closing deals. But the standout in that I think is Rick Hoffman. He plays Lewis Litt, and he was in Thanksgiving recently.
Oh yeah.
Great actor. He's great.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's an enjoyable show. That's what we've been watching.
I'm gonna watch because I know you guys probably have no interest in it. I'm gonna watch Feud, the Capote versus the Swans.
I was gonna check out the pilot.
Oh, you're gonna watch? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the first episode. I saw it up on Hulu. I might check. Yeah, want to see it.
Oh, is it out already?
Yeah, it started on Wednesday. The first 2 dropped.
Nice.
The cast is awesome. It's like Demi Moore, Molly Ringwald, Naomi Watts, Chloe
Diane Lane.
Damn.
Yeah.
Diane
Wow.
Lane. Yeah, it looked good. A lot of good actresses.
I didn't watch the other Feud,
Yeah,
whatever the last one was. Yeah.
That
me neither.
shown. Yeah. I didn't watch
Right.
it.
Yeah, I just finished Ted Lasso, like we were talking about. That was incredible. I'm gonna check out some more series on Apple TV Plus. I got it for another month, so I want to check out Slow Horses with Gary Oldman, and there's that show with Lee Pace that's on Apple TV Plus. I want to check that out too.
Foundation.
Apple
Masters of the
TV's
Air has been pretty good so far.
Yeah, I need to watch that. I think I only missed 1 episode, but that first
Yeah.
2 were really good.
Good
Oh,
cast.
Barry Keegan, my man.
And old Austin is Elvis again.
Oh, burning love. I'm Austin Butler.
Severance started filming, so that's gonna come back soon too.
Yes, that
Yeah,
show
I
was so
know.
good, so good.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that. I mean,
And
Apple's
Silo will be back too. Yeah.
Silo, Rebecca Ferguson, yeah, put out some bangers, some good series
Mhm.
on that.
Yeah.
I've been impressed.
What'd you guys think of Invincible? You guys watch that one?
Haven't finished it yet. I think I watched the first episode of season 2. But yeah, it had been a while since I kind of had to watch the recap to remember how the first season ended. So, but yeah, it's been spaced out kind of weird. I feel like there was a long layoff in between seasons, but
Writer's
it's
strike.
cool. I like it. It's amazing artwork and everything. The story's cool.
I
Villain.
forgot about it. I haven't watched the new season. Something I'm watching for the first time, Kev, is Planet of the Apes movies, the new ones. So I just watched Rise with Franco in it. Me and Henry reviewed it.
Oh, you never seen them?
No, I've never seen them.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Never
you
got
think?
around to. Yeah, I mean the first two were great. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was probably the best so far. I have to watch the third one still, and then before the new one comes out.
Yeah,
So yeah, the first two were good. Yeah, I liked the first one a lot. Franco, it was weird seeing him because I haven't seen James Franco in a movie in a long time, obviously. So yeah, he was okay, but I thought that the effects of that movie were incredible. And then Dawn and Planet of the Apes is incredible.
Man,
So wait,
yeah.
even better with Matt Reeves. So.
Dawn looks great still. Yeah, I've been rewatching them just because I haven't seen them since they came out. But yeah, they're phenomenal. Phenomenal movies. And the new one's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Wes Ball is directing, which I don't know, but we'll see. Maze Runner.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really the only one I've heard of. Supposedly takes place in the future, so that'll be interesting to see how things are.
I've never seen the old ones besides the first one. But it has
Oh, like the Charlton Heston one. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the first few. It's been a long time though. I remember liking
Damn
Roddy McDowell doing
Damn you all to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. That twist in the first one, still like one of the all-time best like movie moments, like shocking movie moments. When you realize he was like there next to the Statue of Liberty up on the beach.
Yeah. One
yeah.
of the best shots from a movie of all time.
Mm-hmm.
The beach. I always remember that.
Did you see the Tim Burton version, Kev?
I was gonna say, we won't talk about the Tim Burton version.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, thankfully.
Oh God, man.
I heard
Wasn't
it's
Paul
awful.
Giamatti an ape?
Which he loved. He said that's one of his famous
yeah.
to do. Yeah. And he's good in the movie though.
Right. Yeah, it's humans as the apes again. So it's
The makeup is
actors.
awesome. I will give the movie that. The makeup is amazing in that movie.
So we just watched Disney's Wish. That movie was terrible. Don't recommend it. Yeah, hated it. And I just checked out that Sosa and McGuire documentary on ESPN, 30 for 30.
Yeah.
Finally watched it. I don't know why. I just forgot about it. So me and Molly watched it last week. It was really good. Took me back to the 90s being a kid. So that was good. Something about summer. I can't remember what the name of it was.
Yeah.
But just home run derby basically between Sammy Sosa and Mark McGuire.
What was shitty about Wish?
The whole movie from other Disney movies, like every movie in the Disney catalog, Sleeping Beauty, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast. It just wasn't original. It just
the whole time you're watching it, you're kind of like, I've seen this before.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it from this movie. I've seen that from this movie. It sounded the musical choices were like Hamilton, right? Like it sounded like a Hamilton song. I don't know. It just was clunky, and you could tell AI wrote the script or whatever.
That's what it felt like. It really like they took some keywords that you get from each Disney film and threw them all together, and then they kind of made a movie from it. Yeah, just it wasn't good. I was like watching it, and usually I'm pretty entertained. That one just didn't have my interest at all.
Yeah,
didn't like it as much.
It was just very uninspired.
What else we got coming up in February, boys, for movies? Here, let me pull up my list for the rest of the month. Not really too many, but I know Madame Web is coming out soon.
Yeah,
I'll check that out. You guys have any interest in that?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna Sydney Sweeney in the suit. Maybe there's where my interest begins and ends.
Yes, exactly. So we can do that one. Tokyo Vice coming out, second season.
Yeah.
Lisa Frankenstein.
Yeah, I'll at least give those a watch. Not really too thrilled about those. Bob Marley, One Love.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
And then Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live with Rick and Michonne. That's coming on AMC at the end of the month.
I want to see Lisa Frankenstein because Robin Williams' daughter directed that.
Zelda Williams?
Yes, Williams.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, wow. I think I heard the name and didn't put the two together. Interesting. Yeah, I like Catherine Newton. She's good. And then who's the guy, the kid? Can't remember.
One of the Sprouse twins.
Oh, yeah, he's one of the twins. That's right. It's kind of given me the vibe of like My Boyfriend's Back or what's the other zombie?
Foreign Bodies with Nicholas.
Yeah.
Foreign
Yes.
Bodies, yeah.
Yeah.
And I might go see Tenet because they're releasing Tenet on the big screen.
That's cool. Yeah. Because obviously that was in the height of the pandemic. So a lot of people probably didn't get the opportunity to see it that way.
Yeah.
That would be a cool one to see in IMAX. I mean, it's a Nolan movie. They're kind of tailor made for that. And then, of course, we got Dune kicking off March, which we're obviously very excited for.
Yeah, I got my ticket already.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. My birthday's coming up in March. I know yours coming up at the end of February.
Mm-hmm.
Got Dune
Yep.
coming out with Uncle Denny Venezuela.
Denis Villeneuve.
Villeneuve.
It looks like they're up in the action in this one, and we got Austin Butler in there with a shaved head, no eyebrows, as Fayed.
Ain't nothing but a hound dog. Just it's the same voice in Dune too.
He takes off his flight helmet and his hair is perfect. It's just not a hair out of place. He's charismatic though. I like him. He's a good actor. But yeah, Dune. I thought the marketing was funny for that, the popcorn bucket. So that concludes our podcast for this week. We thank you guys so much for joining us. And for my good mates, Logan Myers and Kevin Muller. Until the next Cinephellas podcast. Cheers.